Good morning. I wanted to do a quick video about what the heck option money is, what is earnest money, and how much money am I going to be in after I get a home under contract. It's a conversation that I'm having with buyers on a regular basis, and I just kind of wanted to break it down for you real quick. So after you, as a buyer, have put a home under contract, the seller agrees to the price you offered, agrees to the closing date, all the terms are lined out, and everybody has said, okay. Here's what happens next. There's two checks that you write. One is called an option check and one is called an earnest money check. So an option check is basically you paying the seller for a time period, typically 7 days, for you to say, hey, here's $200 for this 7-day week. During the 7 days, I'm going to explore around your house. I'm going to see what's wrong with it, see if I need to ask for any repairs. And as a result, I'm giving you $200 to take your home off the market. You can't sell to anybody else, but here's the deal. For that $200, I get the right to walk away from this thing if I don't like what I find out about your house, or if I have a bad dream about it, I can walk away. And you get the $200 as collateral. Here's the great thing. If you move forward, you make it to the closing table, that $200 comes back to you as a credit. So what about this, for instance? Say you ask the seller, hey, this pool needs to be replastered, or hey, this home needs a new roof. Will you give that to me because it needs to be done? The seller says, heck no, I'm not doing that. Then guess what? You get to give them the $200, so you forfeit. You say, okay, I'm taking my toys and going home. And you head out, you lose the $200 in what you've paid in inspection, and you're free and clear. Now that same day that you write that check, another check gets written, and that's called the earnest money. And that's typically 1%. So the home you're buying is $350,000. So the check you're writing is $3,500, and that goes to the title company, and you've written a $200 check to Mr. Seller. So the earnest money, even though it gets deposited during that 7-day option period or whatever your term is that you've agreed upon, you can still terminate. That $200 is gone, but that 1%, that $3,500 you wrote, is coming back to you if you terminate during that that unrestricted time you have. Now, earnest money, after it goes hard, after that 7-day period, that's basically your skin in the game. This is what makes sure that you don't move off to Mexico and just disappear on the sellers, or that you play to the rules that you agreed upon when you signed the contract. That would be the seller's collateral if you just took a hike, or if you just don't show up on closing day, or there's 23 other reasons. There's a lot of different reasons that the seller would be entitled to that if you don't play to the rules, but that's your skin in the game. Typically, for an inspection during that option period, that 7 days, you can it depends on the square footage, but like $500 to $700. And you can go crazy with if you want to bring in a pool guy and pay for a pool guy and an HVAC specialist and whatnot, but I would say on the very high end, $1,000 for all those things would get you a very, very, very thorough inspection. A typical inspector is going to be like $600. So you've got the $600 for the inspector, you've got the $200 in option, and you've got the 1% in the sales price. In this case, we said $3,500. So that's typically what's up front. Now, again, the $3,500 in the option, so that $3,700 is going to come back to you if you make it to the closing table and everything goes fine. That's going to come back to you as a credit towards your closing costs. So just make sure that you play to the rules of the contract. But it's something that a lot of people have a hard time understanding. So if you have any questions on that specifically, let me know. And I hope that this was informative. Have a great day.